a couple of things. If you ever want to work in this industry, the thing you're going to learn real quick is people are too simple to even attack what you say.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. So in a move that surprised the sports world, ESPN laid off a number of sports analysts, including Max Kellerman, Jay Williams, Jalen Rose, Jeff Van Gundy, and a lot others. About 20 commentators were laid off, and the company told staff members that it would renegotiate some contracts at reduced salaries or let some expire at the end of their terms. ESPN parent company is Disney, and the cuts to Disney's global workforce are a part of a multi-billion-dollar cost-cutting initiative aimed at streamlining the company's operations. Jalen Rose, being one of the casualties of the recent ESPN layoffs, shared his thoughts and emotions about the whole situation. What's interesting is that he explains it like he was targeted for being himself. He may be right, he may be totally wrong. Who knows? Let's listen to what he says, then we'll get back to the discussion.
Because they're so vicious, they're going to attack you. Certain features about you, certain characteristics about you, certain personal things about you. And also in working in multimedia, it's like being an official if you good. Which means when the ref blow the whistle, whichever team get the call is happy. Whoever the call goes against, the team is upset. Might even get a technical arguing the call. So you could dislike what I say or agree with me or disagree with me. It's fine. All good. But note to everybody out there, if you want to do this, people ain't going to just attack what you say. They attack you. And also, being where I'm from, more than a jock that doesn't just shut up and dribble, that's a philanthropist that gives back to his community, I'm sicker than your average. I'm more of a threat. So there will be certain people with certain political beliefs that just don't like me because I think I'm woke. And that term has clearly been hijacked. And so, again, I didn't get a chance to elaborate on the point. And maybe I didn't stick the landing. But you know what the devil do? They don't attack what you said. They attack you. And there are certain sites that I have ignored and I'm going to continue to ignore that just don't like me because I don't shut up and dribble and make a living off posting stuff about me to try to assassinate my character. But I'm going to stay in my faith. I'm going to continue to be disciplined. I'm going to continue to work hard. But it's crazy sometimes when people try to use words to describe you like stupid or dumb. I know I'm not a lot of things, but I for sure know I ain't stupid or dumb. And one of the things I wanted to do with my life, I wanted to purposely accomplish things that mainstream and corporate America say people like me where I'm from can't accomplish. So they couldn't say that about me. So that's why I was an honor roll student in high school. That's why I made the dean's list in college. That's why I graduated from college. I wanted to be a best-selling author, a donor, a philanthropist, a school founder. So now if you close your eyes, I could be a 55, 60-year-old person, black or white, and have the same accomplishments that allow me to get into the room and allow my resume to be just as valid. So again, maybe an irrelevant point, may have been taken out of context. Maybe I could have articulated it better. All good. If it was irrelevant, then my bad, I own it. If it has some merit, I own it. But either way, again, and I want to stress, people are going to always try to assassinate your character and talk you out of your greatness. Try to make you feel small. Try to disrespect you. Stay disciplined, stay focused, stay encouraged. People going to criticize you whatever you do. Live in your glory. Be the best version of yourself. Work as hard as you can to achieve your goals. And also, be humble enough to know this. Sometimes your critics are right. And that's okay too. But again, a lot of times, in particular as a public figure that's 10 toes down for my community, there are certain people that criticize me with an agenda. So I want you guys to pay attention to who that is and why that is. It's because I don't shut up and dribble. It's because I'm socially and politically conscious, aka woke. Unfortunately, in the United States, inner city kids aren't considered cute and cuddly anymore when they get like 15 years old, 9th grade, approximately. That's why I wanted to make sure I influenced the underserved version of our community in particular. Those have been exposed to what's happening in their homes, what's happening in their communities, are at the age where they're using social media and cell phones, and they're exposed to sex, drugs, violence, gangs. Try to help their influence. While I'm sitting next to somebody, he's straight digging in his nose, but I ain't mad at him. He doing him. I just hope he wipe it somewhere on a napkin. With that being said, trying to put young people in position to chase their goals, chase their dreams. The underserved version. So thanks for all the support. Thanks to our board members, our founding members, our parents, our scholars, our donors. I'm committed. They're committed. And we're going to keep trying to do what we do to influence.
So you get his point, right? It was actually a long video. I had to cut it short to the main parts, to the important parts. Basically, he's talking about being targeted. He mentions about him being woke, and he actually believes that the layoffs, it's not all about cost cutting. From his point of view, they were just getting rid of certain individuals, or rather they used the layoffs to get rid of certain individuals, like him. Do I agree with him? I'm not really sure, because he has worked at ESPN for like 15 years. So ESPN has been a good employer. For you to be able to work for 15 years, I think they have been a good employer. Because people don't last in companies where the company don't want them. If he was fired immediately after saying some woke stuff, then we would accurately say that ESPN targeted Jalen Rose. But that's not the case. On the other hand, it might be the case because systemic racism is a real thing. Okay, let's look at it this way. Let's take his point. I'd rather listen to Jalen Rose rather than Nick Wright or Chris Broussard or even Kendrick Perkins. So, right there, you also don't understand, or I also don't understand, because that's my preference. What do you think about this whole thing? Drop a comment. Do you agree with Jalen Rose? Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Thank you.